What's up, guys? Today I'm going to be doing a walk around of the race truck build. This is what we're working with, guys. This is a 2006 two-wheel drive 6.0 Powerstroke. Has around 165,000 miles. I bought it not running. Turned out to just be a wire heading to the Ficum that was rotted through. Cut that wire, spliced it back together, and now it runs. The truck is all stock. Still has the EGR. Still has the full stock exhaust. This truck is an XL package. So it's got the classic bench seat and the crank windows. Luckily, it does have AC and tilt steering. Cruise control as well. These come standard with a long bed, which I removed for good reason. My plan is to do a short bed conversion. So you cut roughly 16 inches out of the frame right here on both sides. And then you bring this back forward, you weld it back together. When it comes to doing that, the whole fuel tank has to come out. My plan is to just end up doing a fuel cell in the short bed. I'll have to redo the brake lines. It's going to have a custom fuel system set up from the fuel cell all the way to the front with a regulated return. My plan is to use a 6.7 fuel pump along the rail. I already have one. I plan on using both of the filters, the primary and secondary filter of a 6.7 Powerstroke. I do want to lower it a little bit. I'll probably end up taking a few of the leafs out just to bring down the rear to match the front. It will get a set of Caltrac traction bars for the leaf springs, just to help keep the rear end planted. My biggest obstacle is going to be to get the rear end to stick. So for race day, it's going to get a big old set of drags. It's going to have the Caltracs, and then it's also going to have a possibly just a limited slip in the rear or a full-blown air locker. Not sure yet. The interior, I'm gonna get rid of the bench seat. Probably end up doing 2011 to 2016 bench or bucket seats and a full center console. That's what I would like to do. For monitoring, I'm gonna have a Dash Boss. My previous video, I did a review on the Dash Boss versus the CTS2. Really like the Dash Boss, highly recommend it. But my plan is to get another Dash Boss and then run a iPad mini right there. That'll have all my monitoring right there. I'll switch it up, go with the paddle mirrors on the sides, get rid of the tow mirrors. The front suspension will pretty much stay the same, you know, all stock there. The front clip, probably gonna do all paint to match white. Harley headlights, but the bumper, grill, and the paddle mirrors will all be paint to match white. I have considered doing a full lowering kit, a DJM lowering kit. It's 3 inches in the front and 5 inches in the rear. I believe they're called what are they called? Dream beams for the front. I'm still undecided on that because the rim and tire size would be substantially smaller than stock, so then my speedo would be off. So let me know what you guys think about the full lowering kit. When it comes to the engine, I got, this is where all the magic's gonna happen. My plan is to do, big injectors, built trans, big turbo, a lot of air. Like I said, I'm gonna do a custom fuel system setup with a 6.7 fuel pump to a regulated return. I plan on running an S369 SXE turbo. Injector size, I'm thinking 250 100s. It's going to have a fully built trans, probably from Warren diesel injection, with probably a 2400 converter stall to help that low end turbo spool. It's going to have a custom, I'm going to make my own oil filter relocation kit, oil cooler relocation. So this here and this here will both be gone. The oil cooler underneath here, down there, will also be gone. It'll have the bulletproof diesel block off plate, O-Dogs, intake, ported intake. It's going to have a bigger alternator. My plan is to get rid of the fan and do a electric fan, dual electric fans from Flexolite. It'll have a Mishimoto radiator. I might do an intercooler upgrade, still not sure about that. Let's see what else is there. Well, obviously, ARP head studs. It will get a set of valve springs, push rods, upgraded lifters, probably a billet low pressure oil pump for high revs, because I plan on being, 4,500 RPMs with this thing. So I do not want to have any problems there. It will have O-ringed heads. I'll send the heads out, get those O-ringed. My plan is to use Felpro head gaskets. I will do a stage 2 cam as well. The stage 2 cam and the O-Dogs ported intake will really help with the spool of the turbo, and then spooling it up on the line, that's where the 2400 converter stall will come in. So guys, that's kind of the rundown of the race truck build. This is part 1. Like I said, I've already pulled the bed off, as you can see. The next step is going to be to get the short bed so I can start doing some measuring, and my next video will be probably chopping the frame and shortening it. That will be the next video. So stay tuned for that, guys. If you haven't already, subscribe, like my channel. Give me your guys' opinions too. I want to hear what you guys think about the build. If you have any suggestions, it should be sitting around 700 real wheel horsepower. Like I said, my biggest problem that I might have is getting the rear end to hook on the track, but we will see. Hopefully big drag slicks and a cushy rear suspension, and we should be able to do it. Thanks, guys.